Hello and welcome to The Phoenix Plays Transport Fever 2. Railroads Online, sorry. So, we're gonna start today off the right way. What is the right way? Well, I want to do some thinking. Careful, I could be stinking. Yeah, you got a bad meme out of me, finally. Actually, wait a minute. I have an idea. What's my mad idea now? You'll see. I want to set the switches to roughly almost let's see what happens if I extend out by a meter. Please. Almost. So, meter is too short. How about by 2 meters? Still too short. 2.5 meters? Okay, so I need to go up to a full 3 meters. Whew. Okay. 3.5 meter, maybe? I'm just trying to gauge this because this has to be exact. If it's not too kinky, that'll have to do. Actually, no, wait, I could go out for 4 meters. Wait, what? Okay. So for the other one, I'm going to go out 4 meters. I'm going to try seeing if I add another 3 meters, what happens. Because what I want to do eventually is... There we go, perfect. It's off by half. By less than half. I want to look at something. Okay. So not to waste any money, I'm gonna start with this guy. Yes, I really wanted to call a boxcar one of these guys little twat. But I'm thinking I'm gonna be better than that. So the boxcar here is gonna act as our Cali Boosie Woosie. And I'm not gonna bother naming everything because I don't want to waste that time. Better not get the wrong car. Because getting the wrong car really can be sort of a rumzo, if you know what I mean. I want to try to keep like the logging cars with the similar livery to the caboose. So if the boxcar, which is our caboose, so if this is livery number 6, then these guys have to be livery number 6. If another car is livery number 5, if a boxcar is livery number 5, everything else has to be livery number 5. Really? Mm-hmm. Wait, did I do my numbers right? Okay, so that's gonna be number 2. So far that's train number 1 made up. And in all honesty, I really wanted to cheese this and show you guys. I actually might do that as like a. Here's an idea for a starter setup here at the spawn yard. I'm actually gonna do something a little different. There we go. Morning. That means I could get rid of this. Oh. So this is gonna be the steak flats. I should be able to get 2, 4, and 6. You gotta be kidding me. I'm also staying away from those little flat cars and the cordwood cars. Because in every last single honesty, the flat cars would be a good shoving platform. but the... I mean, so would the cordwood cars, but really, they're only good for one purpose and one purpose bloody well only. Let me see what I got. 600. Okay. I could go for 4 each. You know what? I'll go for 4 each because... Yo bloody low. What have I got to lose? I mean, I could even grab a couple of these god bowlers to make like a little maintenance of way train. So here's the thought. I'm gonna stick with what I have originally. So I'm going to go 4 each, and I'm going to leave 200 alone. Why is that, you may ask? Simple. I want to build off of that 200. So that's going to be 100, 200. Plus, if I use this guy up here, that is 260 bucks a train. But I'm not going to touch the big guy yet. So here's my thinking. I want to have enough I want to get started moving some freight back here to the freight depot. And basically, here is my plan. I want to grind up enough money, or I could RRO exit. I seriously could do this. I could build this here. And then build on the other side. But RROX in the money. In fact, what I'll do is I'll build these 2 sidings. Not even 2 sidings. Because I like to build here at the bay platform. RROX in the money for one entire train. And I will put that train on this track. I'll even use a hand car. I'll put, like, okay, like maybe the Shay will be on here. This will be Montezuma with the gondolers for the ore mine. Do we have any tier 2 locomotives in the game? Okay, one. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. I'll do like the Shay, with just a random assortment of like odds and ends cars. So like the tank, maybe like a little maintenance away train, with a couple of the box cars, a tanker, a couple of the cordwood cars, a couple of the flat cars, the actual like little pissant, boring flat cars. Maybe a couple of stakes, and then a little selection of gondolas. Then the Montezuma with a train for the ore mine. And then Porter number 2 here with like a coal mine train. So what I'll do is I'll put those down, and as I, make the money, actually what I'll do is I'll put them all in that, I'll build like a little 4-road yard where I was laying track down earlier. And what I'll do is those sightings, those trains will be what we're working our way towards. That'll be a goal. So this area right here will be a holding line for the trains. The cheeky meter line. So that's 3 engines to work towards. Shay, Montezuma, Betsy number 2. Let me see how many tracks I can fit in here, and what I might be able to do. Because then I could put like a little MOW train that we would have to unlock as well. We could fit 4 tracks in here. So yeah, I could make a little MOW train that we would have to unlock as well. So how would we go about unlocking these? Like I said, 1, we have to get the money. I'm gonna RROX in the money for the first for the trains, the exact amount. So I'm gonna figure out the exact amounts. for each train. Oh, you kidding me? I could fit a 5th siding in here? That's it. I'm gonna have little random assortments. So, like, if we unlock certain, like, if we get certain money, like certain amounts, I can unlock certain cars. Oh. Okay. So it could be like, okay, I'm at tier 2. Just from cutting down logs. See, but I'm at $0. So here's what I need to do. So, I'm gonna do this. I've got my cell phone. I'm on a calculator. So, like, I know I need 733. So, what I'm gonna do is this. So for the big gondolas, I need 7 of them. So 250 plus 250. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm gonna write down each and every number, total it up, and then once we get to that number, whether it be just bringing freight back here, or whatever. So I'm gonna do, so the so 1750. Then I have 3 of these at 220. And then $660. Ah, dang it. $600. And then I think I'm gonna just keep Monty at the straight stack. Don't worry, I'll put all the numbers like elsewhere. But yeah, that's gonna have a headlight. That's gonna add an additional $50. So that is 2550. So there's that. Plus so in total for the first train, we're gonna need to hit five. We're gonna need to hit about $6,000. So I could copy down the same. I think it's the same. No, wait. Betsy number 2 is different. So $5,310. Or better yet, here's what I can do too. Or here's the thing. That's a goal that we have. Like, I want to have a full ore train. I want to have a full coal train. I want to have everything. But here's what I would like you, the audience, to do while we build, like, the sawmill, iron ore mine, smelters. I would like you, in the comments, I'm going to use the boxcar. I want you to vote on a livery for the ore train and the coal train. So you would put IOT for iron ore train, and then your vote is L number X, where X is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. And it is the same thing with the coal train. The MOW train, my friends, is just going to be random cars from random roads. So if you have a railroad and railroads online that you wanted to say, oh, I sold, like, X is equal to the number of, we'll say Y car you wanted to sell. So let's say you're running a railroad like the Burnside and blanket. Okay, let's say you're running a railroad such as the Burnside Northern. No, wait, that's too close to Burlington Northern. Let's say you're on the Allegheny and Western. We'll go with that. So you would write down like something like Allegheny and Western sell. So you would put A and W sells for, and then you would say something like the Wallula tanker. You just put WTC. And you'd say you sell for WTC. Livery number 5. So I would have to come in here, go to 5. I'd have to put in on here No, wait. ANWRR. And then you'd also say... You could say, like... No numbers or... Numbers 1 to 4. Or 0 to 3, or... You could even do numbers 101, 102, and then numbers 602, 606. Whatever you wanted. I'll lay all this out in the community thing, but that's my plan. Like, I want to get you guys involved. Because as much as I'm going to be enjoying making the railroad, the little Peachingston and Hollybranch Northern Junction Railroad, this, I really feel, is a community group effort. You guys are just as much a part of the railroad as I am the host of it. And we're going to start with rolling stock first. We'll move to engines, but not right this hot little minute. And there's a reason I say that. And it's not because I don't want to move to engines. It's because I really feel like railroads would be first selling their freight cars that they don't want. And you can turn around and tell me, okay, I want them on MOW service. Okay, that's going to be this little siding right here. I want them for coal traffic. Okay, it's this track here. I want them on, X track for X service. It's up to you what you do with it. Also, all those little gaps were driving me nuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together the sidings. I'm going to attempt to steam Betsy. And we're going to switch cars around. And I think if I play this right... Okay. Nope. Defecto did not get played right. Okay, not gonna work. Actually, it might work. No, it won't work. Damn it. So what I'm gonna have to do is something a little different. Okay. Nope. I'm gonna push you that way. I'm gonna swing the curve. I think if I swing it enough like that, and then pull it like that, I can pop that. Oh no, I need a loop. Bollocks. Also, I think I'm gonna have to just forgo my usual building, which is putting a piece of track right here. But I will talk about something I do in here. And this is an intentional point. Not because I'm a nerd, not because I'm nuts, but I want this to be the thing that we understand. So right here, you'll notice that I have the rails. I have a piece of track coming off. Not at too sharp a cut. Not at too sharp. So about 60. And it comes out just enough. This is a little catch point track. And it's a safety feature. So the engine would come in here. Okay, the loop needs to be a little longer. Just so we're not kissing switches, as I like to call it. I want to leave enough room. So when people are like, oh. And it's the same both ways. When I build a set of, whenever I build a loop or any like operation where I'm going to be switching cars, this is a little better. Not perfect, but it's better. It's actually easier to work with. But for me, when I'm building a yard or something like this, I always add catch points. Always. And it's a okay, story time. So when I first started this game, that I was with some friends, and one of the guys had a habit of kicking cars a little too hard. And we had set the switches for this site for the loop. Well, the loop did feed back to the main, which, not a good thing, period. Because what happened is, everything would feed back here to where these tracks are. Where the spawn track is. So there was no way to divert runaways. And after a particularly nasty accident that derailed every last single freight car we owned and completely destroyed, like, essentially, quote unquote, destroyed, like, thousands of dollars of property. And was done in such a way that it forced us to delete the save and essentially start a new world. That everything was that bad. Boy, how do I say this? We took to not screwing around with something like catch points. And that's what I always advocate on people's maps. Some kind of derailer, some kind of way to prevent a runaway. A lot of people are like, oh, but I can prevent a runaway just by looking at it. Yeah. I'm sorry, this is not Hollywood. A runaway goods train is going to do you some damage. That's why you'll see some people going, oh. Yeah, that's why I always build a set of catch points. I don't like runaways, like, colliding with trains on the main line. I don't like runaways where I don't know where the hell they are. To me, I have to know where a runaway freight train is at all times. Because once you know where it is, you can plan it. So I'm building the freight yard. I'm gonna marshal all the cars together though. So that way I can take both trains up and about. Because what I want to do is I want to build this whole area out as a freight yard. And in fact, I think I'll do the rest of that off camera. And then we'll build right to the... And then I'll lay out the sawmill just so I can connect it. Because I may change my mind on the yard. But my plan is, I want to knock these together. And then knock these guys together. And a cat thumped. And the reason why I build loops here is because I like switching. Now you may have noticed I did a reroll with this guy, but that was only because I was prepping these trains. And because we don't have any of the little Hawaiian cabooses or anything, the boxcars have to double as our cabooses. Until I could get some proper cabooses. Speaking of which, what's my level? Okay, almost. Now, here is a question I have for you, the audience. Should I or should I not use other games that have a bank and use the banks, total all the banks together, and use that money to buy the next train? Say the coal train or the ore train. And until I've made that money back by using those, what I have, I cannot use anything else. I cannot do anything else. I cannot buy any other engines. Nothing. It's up to you. So I'm going to cut here just to allow us some boiler pressure building. And then I'll do the shunting. And then we're going to end it off after I've marshaled the two trains together. And I'll see you in the next episode when we build up to the sawmill. Bye. See you in the next episode. Bye.